NPI Nation, what is going on? You just finished seeing us call the SEC title game between FIU and Indiana. By the way, congratulations to FIU breaking through to win the SEC, locking the college football playoff spot. This is what the bracket looked like entering this week. This is not the official bracket. This is the bracket that was the start of the conference title week. But before I get into this, let's bring back the bros, KD and Rel. What's up, brothers?
What's up? What's up?
Yes, sir. What's up?
Yes, sir. How are y'all feeling after what the title games we just finished watching? How do y'all feel about? Y'all think are y'all ready for this? See what's gonna happen? This chaos.
It's definitely about to be some chaos for sure.
Oh yeah, we're ready.
Okay, as we just discussed, this was the bracket that started. Hold on, let me tell. This is the old bracket. If anybody think that this is not the official bracket, this is what bracket was to start this week. So, again, coming into this week, this was the bracket. Now, things have changed since this bracket have happened. First of all 3 of the 4 that had the bye week has clinched their bye. Boston College is going to be chilling next week. UCL is going to be chilling next week. Kentucky will be chilling next week. California, now they did make one change. Cal is going to swap spots with Georgia Tech. They won the Big Ten. So Cal's going to get the bye week. Now the other guarantee that we know in this scenario, Iowa State is an automatic qualifier. So is FIU. They're not on the bracket yet, but they are an automatic qualifier. So we're going to see what's going to happen momentarily. Because as you see, the 2 that was matched up at 7 and 10 between Indiana and Arizona both lost, but they were both undefeated coming into the week. TCU is likely safe. West Virginia, probably out. They got 3 losses. Kansas, I don't know. Because there's a lot that's going on behind Kansas. As I switch over to the rankings headed to the week, bros, how do y'all feel about what I just broke down as far as the current state of things before we get to the reveal?
Hey man, madness! I love to see it.
Yes, sir.
I love to see
I
it.
love to see it, man. It's gonna be wild, man. We're gonna have some people disappointed. We're gonna have some people surprised, man.
Yeah. Because the beauty of this is the good thing is you are in a situation where you now know that we're going to have an all-user playoffs. That's one improvement from last year. Told y'all we're going to have an all-user playoffs. We made it happen. Now, the one controversial thing is going to be what will they do with some of the lower conference title winners. Now, we're going to go all the way down to number 13. And we're going to talk about what I mean by this. So, number 7, Indiana, number 10, Arizona lost, as we all know. Iowa State is in. Now, here's where it's tricky. You got the Bearcats, who just won the Conference USA, they're number 13. They may slide into the 12, depending on what the committee does. You also got at 14, you got FIU, the winner of the SEC. Likely, they're going to be in the college football playoffs. Probably come in at 12, but they'll likely be in. Then, you got down at 16. Now, this is the tricky one right here that I cannot wait to see what the committee is going to do. At number 16, you got 12-1 Florida, who just won the Sun Belt.
Wow.
So, as you see, 13, 14, and 16 are all capable of making this playoff push. How do y'all feel about what's going to happen once we get to this thing?
I don't even know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. This is chaos.
This is definitely chaos.
I'm
Oh,
glad
guys,
my spot is locked in.
up in the air, man.
Okay, we got a lot of people from the league in the chat. Let's get to the moment we've been waiting for. I'm about to advance. Let me make sure. Let me do one scroll through. Make sure that everything's saved. You know, EA do some EA stuff. Okay, yeah, everything's saved. We're just making sure everything comes up. Just making sure. All right.
Dang, 41-0? Goodness.
Yikes. Ew. Okay. I'm going to press ready to advance. And then I'm going to press force advance. So we can find out what happens.
Whoa, brother.
That's stressful.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Let's get to the advance.
Stressful, man.
Don't mind me. I got a 4-star. Y'all just ignore that. Appreciate that 4-star for showing love, man. I appreciate you, dog. Don't worry about that, y'all. Don't worry about that.
Send him.
Oh no, he's on. He gotta be here. Okay. So I'm headed. So before we get to the bracket, Heisman Trophy winner Lenore Sellers out of Kentucky. Congratulations.
Wow.
Jesus.
Congrats, man. What a season.
And I'm floored. Jesus. Buddy, if you're tuned in, me and you are locked into the Citrus Bowl.
Jesus.
So I'll be playing Buddy in the Citrus Bowl. He finished at number 15. Now, let's get to the moment we've been waiting for. Who is in?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Kaboom.
Here's the bracket. And oh my goodness. Let's see this bracket. Wow. Wow. Here is your official bracket.
Wow.
The number 1 seed is Kentucky. The number 2 seed is UCLA. The number 3 seed is Boston College. The 4 seed is Cal. They're on a bye. Enjoy your bye week. Now, FIU got in at 12 and will be playing Georgia Tech in the first round.
Oh, snap.
West Virginia survived and stayed at 9. They're going to be headed to Iowa State.
Wow. That's crazy.
Right. Indiana dropped to 11 and will be playing Missouri in the first round.
Dang, Indiana
and
was
Kansas
out.
moved up to 10 to play TCU, which means that Arizona missed the playoffs.
Dang.
Wow.
That's tough.
This is controversial. What do y'all think about this reveal?
Hey, man. We're at the mercy of the beast, man.
Hey, I'm speechless right now.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
I'm not going to lie. I'm shocked that West Virginia is still in. That's the first team that jumps off the chart to me. Because how does a 3-loss team get in over a 1-loss conference title winner? That's the first team that jumps off to me. Some of these other teams don't surprise me because, as I mentioned, TCU was going to be in. They were way too high up in the rankings to not be out, to not make the playoffs. So, but as we mentioned before this got started, Arizona and Iowa State sitting at 10 and 11 was not confident at all. We knew the loser of that game might be the casualty of this spot. But as I said, the problem was, I announced it earlier this week. Yeah, you got robbed. You definitely got robbed. You will be moving you will be moving into a better conference this year. That sucks. That's not your fault. It sucks in this case. But this is what happens. This is the thing that we were just talking about. We said if Indiana lost that game, that it was going to be some controversy. And look at what happened. You could not kick out FIU because they won the SEC. But as you saw, that cost teams like Cincinnati and Florida in the end. So we're gonna go to the official top 25 and let's see what the committee came up with. But before we go there, Cal's gonna be taking on the winner of Georgia Tech and FIU at the Cotton Bowl. Kentucky will take on the winner of Iowa State and West Virginia at the Sugar Bowl. Boston College either gets Indiana or Missouri at the Rose Bowl. And last but not least, TCU in Kansas will go face off with UCLA, the winner of that game. No, Justin, you're not getting blamed for that. What I'm saying is the situation that came into play right here is this. If a undefeated team lost, which two did, for example, as I showed y'all in the previous one, FIU was 14. So if they won, they were in. Slim said this is madness. Dominique said TCU doesn't deserve this. Hey, stop sleeping on your spot. Because again, if y'all paid attention to the college football playoffs in real life this year, Rel and Katie, I know y'all remember this. Tennessee didn't play an SEC title game or nothing. They only lost 2 games. Them and Indiana both made the playoffs. They didn't have to worry about the SEC title or the Big Ten title. So don't say that you don't deserve it, because if you didn't lose a game at that spot. So this is the position that you put yourself in. Just get ready for your playoff game, brothers. How are y'all? I want to know how y'all are feeling.
I think I'm pretty shocked about West Virginia, the only 3-loss team in there. So
yeah, I'm definitely shocked about West Virginia, but I think his some of those high scoring games and the way he wins some of those games, I think that kind of helps him out.
Yeah,
I agree.
But, yeah, and you got to take into effect the teams that he lost to. So.
Yeah.
I agree, because two of their losses was to Kentucky, so they had good losses.
They should have put Georgia Tech out, honestly.
To Boston College.
Right, I agree. I don't understand how you're not in.
How is GT so high though? That's kind of
they love Georgia Tech. They love Georgia Tech, and this is another thing.
Tech,
so something that I'm gonna point out to. Something I'm going to point out to everybody. Now, it might be imperative to play your CPU games, because that's the only way I can look at this thing. It might be you might need to play your CPU games at this point.
Yeah.
See, and the other problem is with that, Justin, is he came in. He was in the top 3 leading into that week because he had won. He went undefeated in the conference, and they reward him for going undefeated in the conference. So yeah, hey, this is why we gonna make it known on stream. He gonna get mad, but I don't care. Tev, don't you ever say the committee does not rock with Georgia Tech or Colorado or whatever team you've had, because you've had Gracie every single time. But anyways, here's this top 25. Kentucky moved to number 1. Had a top 10 win, which is understandable. UCLA at number 2. Number 3, Boston College finally got some grace, and they moved them up to number 3. They should have been. First of all, let me go ahead and go on record and say this. If you're undefeated, you should be 1 and 2. I don't care what your ranking was coming in. I don't understand this format, but whatever.
Yeah.
Correct, but you also lost. You are missing the playoffs. That's not the problem here. Come on, brother. It is what it is. Moving on. Number 4, Cal has the bye week. At number 5, they only dropped 2 spots. Georgia Tech will be hosting FIU in Atlanta.
That score is crazy.
Number 6, Mizzou. Again, we said going into that matchup between Mizzou and Boston College that the loser would not be out the playoffs, and that's exactly what the committee did. They were not out the playoffs. TCU is at number 7. They were at number 8 going in. As I said, they were going to be in the playoffs. Iowa State they finally gave Iowa State their grace. Congratulations for winning your conference, and you're going to be in at number 8. The shocker of this whole bracket is number 9, West Virginia. I don't know how you stand pat when you lost 3 games.
They literally didn't move and lost the championship game, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We know you paid them off. Also, Kansas moved up. Another question, they're probably going to be like, why Kansas made it? Kansas is in because Kansas, just like TCU, was in before the conference title games. So whoever lost was going to suffer a drop because of the loss. They didn't play in the top. They didn't play in the conference title game. So the only thing they're doing is moving up. Only Judge Ratcliffe NCAA. I didn't finish top 10. Yeah, now I'm actually shocked you didn't finish top 10. I'm shocked about that.
Yeah.
At number 11, Indiana. So they stayed in the 12, but they dropped them. They definitely. Now here is where the controversy comes into play. So FIU, you knew were going to make the playoffs. That was not a question here. The committee decided to drop. So this is why I said, if any upsets happen, if you lost the game and didn't win your conference, there was not a guarantee you're going to be in the playoffs. Arizona suffered because of that. Let me be clear. All these smooth conferences, all these non-user games will haunt you. So guess what? Season 3, everybody's going to get some user games. Not know somebody to throw at the end of the season. You will get some good user games because as you just saw, Arizona went 12-1 and suffered behind it. So did Florida down here at 16, which is also unfair. They won the conference and they stayed at 16. I'm actually very upset about that one because a 12-1 team should not be outside the playoffs that won a conference. Yeah, another shocker is Cincinnati. Cincinnati won their conference and didn't make the playoffs. Of course, 15, Boise State stayed at 15. Hey, you can. You have the option of 5 user games. So you get with me when we get to that stage and we'll make it happen. But a lot of y'all get some doing games. You ain't playing the sorry users just to get by and get undefeated. We're gonna make that clear. Commish gonna pick a game for y'all. So you be mad at me. Blame me. But 16 is Florida. This is really messed up because there's no way they should be at 16. And they went 12-1, won their conference. That's really jacked up. They wrong for that. And this is the rest of the bracket. But again, the controversy is the controversy now. Let's get to these award winners. By the way, you need to pay attention to here, before I get started with this. If your player wins an award or wins a conference award, you need to go ahead, write them down, send it to your group chat. I don't want to hear nothing in week 0 of season 3 about, well, I had some guys, but I didn't save them. We got the playoffs going on for the next couple of days. You don't have no excuse. If you don't write it down, don't send it in. Don't send it in to me in the offseason.
Don't send it in the offseason.
Facts.
And that goes for every commission.
Don't send it in the offseason.
They're going to turn it away.
I'm not even going to open it.
You heard it here first. Now, player of the year, Lenore Sellers. Congratulations. Head coach of the year, this is a +4, goes to Katie Bailey from Boston College.
Yes, sir.
Moving on. Best quarterback. Lenore Sellers. Lenore Sellers is running it up. But here's the thing. If your player's not a freshman, your points go to your upcoming freshman. Not nobody that is above being a freshman. Put it on your freshman. Best defensive player. From West Virginia, Reed Carrico, the senior right outside linebacker. Congratulations. Let's get to best defensive back. It is John Gomes, the strong safety out of TCU. Congratulations to the freshman. He made a name for himself in the first season. Best in the nation.
I'm the best in the nation.
Best running back, Dylan Edwards from UCLA. By the way, I don't know if Ryan able to tune into the stream, but you sick for allowing that team to get ruined like that.
Facts.
Facts.
Read it and weep.
Best wide receiver goes to Barry Brown, who's going to be leaving for the draft. Congratulations to Barry Brown. All the people in the Big 12, I know you're happy to see him gone after this season. Lombardi Award goes to Johnny Hodges, the senior out of TCU. The United's Golden Arm Award goes to Thomas Castellanos.
Good job, boy. Good job.
Oh, snap.
Best defensive end goes to Johnny Hodges. Best interior lineman, I'm going to skip past it. But I will say this. I'm going to show it, but Drew Kendall will be the winner in our users. Of course, that's Alabama, so we're going to skip them. So Drew Kendall won it for the league. Best tight end.
No, man, Alabama, the right guard for Alabama.
Yes, sir. Drew Kendall, let's go.
I don't like you, Anthony. Best tight end is Hudson Clement. He beat Ronnie Gatson out, man. Hey, man. Hey. That's sick, man. My boy was going crazy. You took the award from him.
Hey, man.
John Sledge is the defensive coordinator of the assistant coach of the year. That also is going to be a +4 for Boston College.
Hey, man. Hold on.
Man.
Hold on, man.
Look at those Boston College Eagles, man. Golden Eagles. So inspirational.
What's going on?
So inspirational.
Best linebacker is Reed Carrico, the senior out of West Virginia.
What's going on, man?
Oh, man, you're going to say what's going on again. So let's go to the next guy. Best center, Drew Kendall from Boston.
Man.
College.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I demand a recount.
Okay. Best kicker. It would have been Peyton Woodring. It's not going to go to Shan because you're new. So Slim. +2 for Cash Peterman.
Shedge is an innocent bystander, man.
He is, but I'm just saying, I'm going to give it to the user that was in the league already. Let's see. Ain't nobody in the best punter race. I'm going to skip right past it. Let's go to the best returner. The best returner is Titus Moikayu Atimalala from UCLA.
Crazy work.
All right, let's go to the. I'm gonna go to the All-American. Now I'm going to the bowl matchups first, just so y'all can see who's in the bowl game. So, first thing first, in the Birmingham Bowl, you got Duke and Dez playing in the Birmingham Bowl.
Birmingham Bowl.
Okay, so Florida's going to be playing. So Florida, you got Ohio. So that'll probably if you don't play, that'll be a force. Military Bowl, Slim. If you don't play Georgia Tech, that'll be Georgia State. Excuse me, that'll be your force.
He ain't gonna play. He ain't gonna play.
He ain't gonna play. First Responder Bowl, another user game. We got Baylor and Nebraska. So let's see. We're gonna skip past Liberty Bowl because there's no user. Holiday Bowl. We got LC Bray. He got North Texas. That can be your force if you don't choose to play. At the Texas Bowl, we're gonna skip on down to SMU and Texas A&M. Got another user that's gonna go to the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, and that's Louisville. He got Air Force. Okay, keeping it going. At the Fenway Bowl, playing at Red Sox Stadium is gonna be Nick Macklin and Vandy going against Rice. Cincinnati is going to be at the Bahamas Bowl. Let them come on the screen. Okay, we're going to skip past the first round. We know what the first round is going to be. At the New Mexico Bowl, you got Tulane playing Sam Houston. We're going to skip a little down to the next user game. You got any coming up? Let's see. Okay, at the New Orleans Bowl, you're going to have Colorado playing Texas State. Let's keep moving.
Pop-Tarts Bowl.
At the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
The Pop-Tart Bowl.
You got Tyreek in Oklahoma State going against UL Monroe.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Win them Pop-Tarts.
As you see, me and Buddy are matched up next week at the quarterfinals week at the Citrus Bowl. I think that's the game that's down. Well, I think that's the game in Orlando.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's the Orlando game. Yeah. And that's it for the bowls. So hey, they got it right because they had 1-11 Notre Dame projected to go to a bowl game at one point in time, so they fixed it. All right, that's the bowl projections. Last but not least, let's get to the All-Americans. Let's see who finished first team All-Pro. Good Lord Jesus. Wait till this come up as first team. First team All-Pro, Lenore Sellers from Kentucky. Dylan Edwards from UCLA. Jaden Knott from Cal.
My boy.
Both Barry Brown and Brandon White from Kentucky. Keyshawn Robinson and Hudson Clement from West Virginia. Left guard, Caden Proctor, the junior from Florida. If you need to know what the plus is, check the group chat in the pinned messages because I don't remember it off top right now. Right tackle, Jonas Savanea from Arizona. He wins it for the right tackle at first team. Then you got defensive tackle, just go ahead and get out on the screen, Deion Walker. He wins it for Kentucky. You got middle linebacker, Nick Martin from Oklahoma State. He's a senior. He's going to be headed to the draft. And also you got Deontay Lawson from Kentucky, who's also in that ranking. You got corner Sicario Davis, that's a part of the first team All-American too. And then you got Maxwell Hairston, the strong safety out of Kentucky. He also is part of the first team. Let's see who's on the second team. Second team All-American, Deshaun Cross, the freshman from West Virginia. You got Katie, this fake Katie, real Katie on here. But anyways, Katie Daniels from Florida.
Respect.
You got Evan Pryor, the senior from Cincinnati. You got Paul George, not the Paul George from the NBA. And then Nick Harbor from West Virginia as well. But at second wide receiver, you got Kel Woodborn, the sophomore out of Cincinnati. My boy Aronde Gatson. Hey, going out with your second team All-American award. Okay, you got Bryce Foster, the senior center from Kansas. He's gonna be the second team All-American. Got Armand Mbu, the senior right tackle from Missouri. He's also a second team All-American. Yeah, Dominic, it's kind of crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. You got Dante Corleone, the senior from Cincinnati, as a second team All-American. Moving along at middle linebacker, you got Jacob Manu, the senior from Arizona. At right side linebacker, you got Reed Carrico, the senior from West Virginia. At corner, you got Dylan Dienman, the junior from Purdue. And then you got kicker John Love as a second team All-American. Congratulations to those guys. For the freshmen, and this is the last one, as far as your personal conference ones, it is up to you to go look it up. That's exactly what I need you to do. Go look it up, get your list together, shoot it to me or any commish. It needs to be done before the national championship game. After it, it's cooked. Just remember that.
Cooked.
Deshaun Cross wins it for Deshaun Cross gets it for a freshman. KD Daniels is the freshman running back. You got Alex Lorello, the freshman out of TCU. You got Paul George, the freshman out of West Virginia. Dwayne McCord, the freshman out of TCU. You got Jaden Porter, the freshman out of Baylor. Michael Masari, tight end out of Cincinnati. Justin Somerville, the left tackle out of UCLA. At defensive end, you got LJ McCray. Let's let it come up on the screen. The left end out of Florida. At defensive tackle, I got an All-American freshman. All right. D tackle Greg Pollock. That was my 5-star. He cooked this season. And left side linebacker, you got Gerard Smith, the freshman out of Kentucky. And the last of the remaining of these three, you got Kentucky coming in with Cam Dooley. You got Roger Gatley from Nebraska, and you got Jacob Kowai from Kentucky. That's the list. Before the last thing I'm gonna hit is the recruiting class before we get off of here, because you can't scout, but you can see what you're cooking with right now. Okay, number 1 is Florida. You got the number 2 class, which is Georgia Tech is at number 2. Number 3, Kentucky. Number 4, you got Texas Tech. Man, shout out to Texas Tech. They do an excellent job at recruiting. They're just in a conference where it's tough. You got Mizzou and you got Boston College. I mean, prayers up my boy.
He
number 5.
I didn't even know.
You got TCU. Oh boy, we can have a new person that's entered the top 10. And that is the Cal Golden Bears, who has now moved up to number 7. In the 6th highest rated class.
How, bro?
Amen. We work.
So at number 8, we got Boston College. He's number 11. Number 9, you got Indiana, who's now starting to make a push for some of those freshman players. That's the 9th class. And then at number 10, you got to give props to Michigan State. Michigan State trying to put together a good class. They're currently number 10. And then right behind them, you got Virginia Tech, you got Missouri. I'm trying to see who else made the top 30. That's it for the top 30. So we're going to answer recruiting. Once again, I'm going to pop the bracket back up before we get off of here. I'm about to go to the chat, and I'm going to mention the games that's to be played this week. But before we get off of here, this is the end of the bracket right here. So, guys, y'all got any words before we get off of here?
No. I mean, another season of college madness. So, it's time to lock in, fellas. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. May the best man win.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Good luck to these guys. Good luck to everybody that's in it. And now we're going to sign off of here. This has been your reveal stream. I appreciate y'all that's been tuning in the whole time. To the chat we go. I'm going to mention the games. Advance will be, since it's late Friday, I'm going to give y'all the Saturday. I kind of want to make it where we can get a lot done over the weekend. No, see, listen. The games can be played before then. I'm just saying. They'll probably get done before then because it's 4 major games. The rest of them can be forced to win. So as long as they get it played by early Saturday, they're good. And on that note, we signing off of here.
Mm-hmm.